it is also very important to choose the right medium and material to support the right expression. Visual expressions are different, that we have discussed so far, and we have realized that while working. But one thing we must consider, that we should not use any medium for anything. So, there are different, there is a wide range of material medium that is available, and we can explore and also combine them. It's our choice whether we should go for a pure traditional medium, or we choose something, we combine 2-3 things and come up with a mixed media style. But these are something which has to be realized properly. So, let us first see what are the things available generally before we move for experimental creations. So, there are many kind of visual mediums that are available and that to support the method that we are following in our work. There are types of expression. We may express our ideas through painting, we can also create sculptures. Now, sculptures, they are of different types. There are relief sculptures which are maybe very low, they are just having a background, they are not totally freestanding, they are almost two-dimensional with a bit of a projection. So, we call them a low relief sculpture. If it is almost out, it is too protruded and projected, with a basic support, we call it a very high relief sculpture. There can be also creations where things are concaved and it is a little sunken. So, that is a sunken sculpture, or we call it a very low relief sculpture. There can be freestanding sculpture where we may go round and watch the sculpture from all its angle. Now, there are other possibilities, like we can have graphic printmaking, where instead of having a single image, we can have multiple printouts. It also provides us a different means of expression, where we use industrial material for printing. So, when we take out the edition, we either use limestone for lithography, that you have multiple print taken out using the character of the stone, using the water and oil ratio and their functioning. So, it is highly technical. There are other mediums we carve out, we make blocks out of copper plate or zinc plate, we cut it out with a burin, we engrave things out, or we bite it with some mild acid and get some engraved out areas there, and then we insert ink into it, wipe off the other surface and pull our print in multiple editions. So, there are n number of possibilities. There are ceramic sculptures, there are clay modeling, there are metal casting, there are sculptures made out of different stones. Some of the sculptures permit us to come up with things like, if in marble we go for finer carving, we choose a sandstone for a different kind of carving. We can also choose different kind of wood for carving. Teak wood will give you a different feel of material, where you can cut out intricate structure. If you do not want that much of intricacy, we go for other woods. So, there are n number of possibilities. There are textile design, we can either weave a cloth in cotton or silk or wool, or we can use some synthetic material and come up with different woven pattern. There are also possibilities of creating batik by blocking certain area with beeswax and paraffin. We can create cracks on the paper. We have seen all those things in traditional Javan and Indian batik, also African batik. There are tie and dye processes where we block certain areas by tying some other threads into a cloth and dip it into the natural dye, or these days we are using lots of synthetic dyes for that. So, there are also different characteristic of a medium. The folk artist, the artists who have art as habitual art practices in their life, that is connected to their life, they use natural mediums. They extract colors from flower, plants and different materials from local stones. There are stones like terra verde, there are stones like where we extract green, there are other materials, we have laterite to give us some Indian red, there are lamp black and many other things that is naturally available. We use oxide color for that. There are also materials that is unconventional. So, materials are found in many different forms. So, in material of traditional art is restricted to bronze casting, oil painting, watercolor painting, making murals, making big frescoes that are known as fresco bruno, or we go for the wet process, we call it fresco secco. There are other process of making wall art, like we used egg yolk in the earlier time, that got replaced with oil color, like that is the linseed oil that you replace the oil color with, that's after a while it becomes waterproof. So, just to make the surface waterproof, we go for egg tempera or for oil painting. There are other processes of tempera that is known as gouache. And there are also art that is done on ephemeral surface. Maybe we can go to the extent of making some mark with water on the wall or on any other surface, or make marks on the water surface itself that does not stay, or that is not meant to stay for long. But we should also consider some of the ephemeral art forms which are like performing art. Any kind of performance is ephemeral, it does not stay on the surface. And then we have the other foundations like the folk artists, the folk painters, they create pictures on wall, they do not want it to have a longevity. So, these are some impermanent grounds that are used, and these days we assemble things. So, we are assembling different medium, different objects, industrially made, industrially manufactured objects are used in art. We are installing them in certain location. We use photography, we used digital art to create virtual and physical reality. So, these are the material considerations. The only thing that we need to choose the right means for the right expression. I will give you a small example to be a little more restful with like all the availability of material, because these days the availability of material is unquestionable. You go anywhere, you find all different materials for artistic expression, and we then test the suitability. But there are also some mediums like maybe the painters of China, like who wanted to live a life of recluses, they just tried to concentrate on simple means. So, they just picked up some simple brush and ink, and they used paper for their creation. So, while choosing a medium for expression, we need to know what the content is, and also we do it in a particular context. There are some mediums which have lost their significance with time, and they are considered as antique medium. They are not available. So, sometimes you may consider not to use those materials because they are not available, and it does not also go with the modern expression. So, that is one consideration, that is the philosophical aspect of making a choice. We can also as we said, we can create expressions with simple means, maybe a brush and ink on paper, or we may go for a rather a durable medium like oil on canvas. Now, conventionally we felt that the only medium should be oil painting on canvas or watercolor on canvas, because that has a durability, it goes it undergoes lots of long process, and that gives us the sense of material. For example, when we choose to go from light color to dark color, we choose a medium that is watercolor. So, in watercolor you cannot start with dark shade and end in light shade, because it has a certain transparency. You can also seal the transparency by mixing white into it, and that does not remain watercolor anymore. We call it water based gouache technique, and that is like opaque watercolor. But there also the rule is that we should go from the lighter shades, high value color to a low value color, whereas for oil painting just the reverse. We start with a very dark color and slowly come down to the very high value colors, like we start with dark black or brown or dark blue, and we end with light yellow and white. So, that is the range of painting. In sculpture also, we go through different processes, like there different kind of process that I am going to describe with some diagram. So, a sculpture is a freestanding body that we discuss. So, if this is the sculpture standing on the ground, it is not basically standing with its will, because it does not have a mind. It is standing because it has a proper axis. If we cannot create that balance, it is going to fall off. So, we need to know how to provide it with the right support. Now, there are different ways of making a sculpture, like it can be either curved out from a block, maybe a wooden or a stone block. So, if we make a head from the stone block, we will take out certain parts and keep the other parts intact. So, this is like a process, that is a deduction process. Now, we can also take a lump of clay or wax and make a sculpture in addition process as we do a clay modeling. So, we make a structure. It can also be converted into a bronze sculptures, a bronze casting, when this is made out of clay. So, we convert it into plaster, and from plaster we move to metal casting. We can straight away make it with wax, put a channel, pour melted metal, and the wax gets lost and the metal takes its place. So, we call it a lost wax process. So, it is either by adding or deducting we get the three dimensional bodies.